Alright, so today I'm going to be doing a one-card oracle reading for the collective, for those who come across this video. And then I'm going to look in my book here, and I'll let you guys know what the keywords are for the card, as well as what the advice given is. And then I'm going to take a minute to reflect on and meditate on the card, and then see what other messages come up for you. Alright, let's stop at this one. Okay, we got the Judas tree in reverse. Alright. Alright, so the key words we have are betrayal, false friends, dishonesty, subterfuge, friends with ulterior motives, falsehood, slander, negative people, envy, enemies. And then the advice we have is caution and common sense are invisible weapons, but ones that are very effective against envy and jealousy. Shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna meditate on the card and then come back with the messages that I have for you more. So some of the history of the Judas tree, it's a tree that grows really slowly, but can reach over 30 feet high. So what I got from that is that I think you have been maybe taking a slow journey, whether it's starting a new business or like something in your career path. You've been working on it. Maybe it's something you've been waiting on to really blossom like for a while now, you know. And what this is saying is just kind of slow and steady wins the race. Like whatever you've been working on, just stay consistent with it and you'll reach new levels and even shock yourself with what you're capable of. As well as that, it talks about how it's, I don't remember, what's the word here? It's a tree that is a cauliflora plant, which means it can produce flowers even on old branches and the trunk itself. And on top of that, the flowers are edible. So I think you're probably aware of many hats. You're probably good at a lot of things. You have maybe a lot of untapped talent. And somebody who can kind of blossom wherever they're planted. You know, maybe you've been through a lot of shit, but you're pretty much resistant to letting your environment stop your growth. Another thing to support that is it was talking about how it's resistant to pollution, and this card also is really focused on kind of like maybe some snakes in the grass that you haven't quite maybe noticed yet. People that maybe like friends in competition with you or don't actually have your best interest in mind. So it's saying to not be afraid of it, but just to be mindful of that and be mindful of who you have around you, that they're not bringing any bad energy into your life by wishing poorly on you. You want to make sure all the people you have around you really have your best interest in mind, that when you're shining, they're shining. You know what I mean? I was talking to a friend about this actually earlier today, like, you know, people with the brighter the light, the more people you're going to attract in. And she was saying like it's kind of like moths to a flame, which is, I feel like, a good example of what this is talking about. But it's kind of saying how you're unfazed by that, and just to keep your head up, stay focused, work on what you've been working on, and you're going to reach new levels that you didn't even know that you could reach. And the snakes are going to be deep in the grass while you're soaring high, so I wouldn't even worry about it. Just stay focused, be mindful who you got around you, and work on what you've been working on, and you got it. Alright, so the other thing I didn't get to touch on was kind of like the card itself. So what I got from this is, you see like that pretty like golden temple-like building and like the city in the background just behind the tree. I feel like, and then there's like, I don't know what this shit is, but shit that like kind of just looks like garbage, to be honest with you. Respect to the artist, but like almost like a carcass and like, I don't know, something spilled. From what I'm getting is like spilled milk. Like, don't focus on the people who might be like enemies or frenemies to you type shit. Like, don't focus on the people who are not wishing well for you. I think what it's saying is you do have a good support system and you have good things in the future and stuff to focus on. So make sure you're focusing on the stuff that you should be grateful for at this time. Like, don't give too much energy to any of that negative shit. Like, it's just not even worth it. And yeah, that's what I got.